Hello everybody, my name is Jens and today I'm going to be showing you something really quick. It is how to play La Pompe, the rhythm of gypsy jazz guitar and gypsy jazz music in general. So let's pick a chord. You can pick any chord you like. For this video I'm going to be using A minor 6 chord. You can play it mute 7-7, 5-7 mute. You can play it 5 mute, 4 5 5 mute. You can play it many different ways, but it's a very common chord in gypsy jazz music, and it is one of the first chords you learn, so I'm going to be using this one for educational purposes. Let's get straight to it. Now, La Pompe is a 4/4 rhythm, which means, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's counted like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the basic movement for this is, first of all, you press the rhythm down on the fretboard and you release the strings when you need to mute the sound. So this rhythm is really dependent on your left hand as much as it is on your right hand, which is not, a common thing for rhythms. So, okay, so what do? You go... I'm not sure if you can hear that, but what I'm doing is I'm pressing down on the strings and then releasing when I need to mute. Now, when I'm releasing, I'm not going like this. I'm not extending my fingers. I'm just not applying pressure anymore, but still holding the strings. My fingers are touching the strings, so that I do minimal effort. Because when you're playing on a high tempo, you can't afford to spend excess energy. Alright, so I'm going like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on every beat, right on the beat, I press the rhythm, okay? And then with my other hand, what I do, on the most basic level is, which is just a downstroke. It's like a whipping of the strings. So you want to use your this part of your body, your I don't know how, your wrist. That's the right word. You want to use your wrist to make a whipping motion. Now, what you might have heard is, so there's a little upstroke there on a couple of beats, right? So it's not just downstrokes all the time. There is some kind of upstroke, but it doesn't really ring because it's muted. So you play that upstroke right before, let's see which beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right before beats 1 and 3. Alright, so it's upstroke 1, 2, 3, 4, upstroke 1, 2, upstroke 3, 4. Right? So, at its most basic form and its most, I don't know how to say it, true form, because that's usually, in its most usual form, that's the most usual way you're gonna hear this played, is with the upstroke. Right, so, and I think, from what I've heard, people tell me my pomp is nice, so that's why I'm showing you this. And that's what you probably should aim for in your tone as well, to get this kind of pomp. So, your wrist plays a big role here, and again, it's upstroke, which, it's muted. Nothing rings, nothing sounds when I'm doing this. Now, the upstroke is not... It's right before beats 1 and 3. And it is a big part where you place the upstroke rhythmically is a big part of what makes this music special. Because if you place it too early, it destroys the rhythm. It changes the rhythm basically. So what you want to do is have it be really close to the 1 and the 3. All right, so you want to aim for some almost like one single stroke, almost, but there are 2 strokes. There's the upstroke and there's a downstroke, but they're almost as one, you know. I've heard Duved, a gypsy jazz player whose last name I can't remember, he's an Israeli guy, he said playing La Pompe and doing that whipping motion is like lighting a match. So something like that. Now you can go slower with this. You can go faster. Every principle applies, except if you get to a really high tempo, in which case you should try to do, you should stop playing the upstroke, because it's really hard, not only physically to be able to, you know, play like that at that high of a tempo. It's also hard, in my opinion, to make it sound good, because that's the other thing you want to accomplish with your music, not only to be physically able to perform demanding tasks, but also be able to make something that you play sound good. So if you're playing like really fast, let's see how much I can speed it up with the upstroke. After a certain point, I'm just better off going. Instead of. You know, because it sounds much better and it feels much more relaxed. And that's what you want. You want to give the solo player room to breathe and relax, or shred. You know. So the point behind this is when you're playing like that or like that, play with the upstroke. But when you're really high tempo, just do the downstroke. It's fine. So, alright. That's all I wanted to say on the Pompe. Really basic stuff. You can go more advanced. You can go like there are ways to play the Pompe in a more advanced way. Stuff like that you can do, but I'm not gonna be making a video about those because I don't know enough. So this is my most basic way to play La Pompe. Hope you picked something up from this. Let me know in the comments what I could do better, and thanks for watching.